Hello, everyone. Last night, the string bands, Philadelphia Mummers Parade, they submitted their themes for the 2027 Mummers Parade. All but one string band submitted. They also picked their lineup, order of march. So what we'll do, we'll go through each club in the order of march that they selected. I'll tell you what their theme is if you haven't seen it already. I know TikTok out there, we got a lot of new people coming into this mum thing. So I'm sure you haven't seen it yet. I know Facebook, you've all seen it. But we're gonna go through each one and just comment a little bit. So starting the string band division will be the Avalon string band. Now Avalon's one of the bands that did not compete this year. So what happened was they were put into the like yesterday we talked about the pod system. So they looks like they were put into the bottom pods grouping. With Furco String Band, who also didn't march. I'm a little confused as to why, like typically if a string band doesn't march one year, they go up first the next year. Furco is actually fourth in line this year for 2027. It looks like they didn't force Avalon and Furco to the front. It looks like they were able to pick out of the hat like everybody else. So I'm not sure how that decision came about. But anyway, leading off the parade will be the Avalon String Band. Now, Avalon's a strong band. They're typically in that top five grouping. They were put into the middle grouping in 2025. They bumped down into the middle group, but they are a very strong band. They are keeping with the bakery theme that they were going to take up this year in 2026. So personally, I'm expecting a lot of big things from this show. There's a lot of fun that can happen with this show. Visually, it could be really, really good and impactful, effective. So Avalon with the bakery theme going up first. Going up second, Jersey String Band. Now, Jersey String Band, they're going to do a hobo theme this year. They picked up their game in 2026. Big time. Musically, they were very, very good. So I am expecting them to jump up even more in 2027. I think the hobo theme's a good theme for them. I'm sure they'll go traditional string band hobo, aesthetic, music, and I think that style will fit that band pretty good. Hegeman did not submit. So Hegeman String Band was the only band to not submit a theme last night. They will be going up third. Going up fourth will be the Furco String Band. They are carrying over their Soul Station Disco Train theme. I don't know what to think of this theme. It's different. It's out there. We'll see what they do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going up fifth will be Polish American String Band. They are doing Evil Flowers. I don't know about this one. I like the fact that it's different, but I don't know what the direction is that they're going to take this in. If they go kind of cinematic with this, it really. So yesterday I talked about everything's at the surface with string bands. If a theme like this, Evil Flowers, takes a deep dive into exploration and they really pull out some gems to present on New Year's Day, I think it could be good. The thing with this, it's got to be visually stunning, I think, for this to work, Evil Flowers. So that's Polish American marching fifth with the Evil Flowers theme. Going sixth is the Woodland String Band. They are doing Barnyard Farm String Band. Next up will be seventh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh will be Durning String Band. They are doing Jesters, which we often see in string bands. Eighth will be Greater Kensington. They've got it listed as Oz Odyssey. The visual they give for their theme art is Wizard of Oz. So I've got to think they're doing Wizard of Oz. I kind of hope they get off in a unique direction with this. Duffy will march after Greater Kensington in the 9th position. They're doing Polynesian. Again, this is a theme we've seen over and over again. You've got to start taking risks. What I would do with this is just do a full percussion show. They're technically in the middle pod, it looks like, this year. But with Avalon and Furco coming back, they're probably fighting for that bottom pod. I would take some risks here. I would do a full percussion show. You've got to have high energy, a lot of energy with Polynesian. I say take a risk. Take a risk. Full percussion, 4.5 minutes percussion. Take a break. Do a ballad, full band ukulele feature. Got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Yeah, these bands that are 3 and 4 down, they've really got to start doing different things to get recognized and get rewarded for. You can't keep doing the same things every year. I do think Duffy's got a unique opportunity. Why not? I've got a pirate show. There's no alto saxophones. It's all tenor, baritone, and bass saxophones to lower the timbre of the sound to really get effect. To bring that sound level lower, deeper. I took all the alto saxophones out. You've got to do these things. You've got to get out of the box. Duffy Polynesian, all-out percussion, full band ukulele ballad. I think you turn some heads. Aqua, it's a gangster theme, Goonie Tunes, but they're doing it with the Looney Tune characters. It kind of reminds me of what Quaker City had a really, really good gangster show back in 2006, and their aesthetic was very cartoonish with the masks and the foam suits. Loved it. And don't do it, boys. Come on. And Quaker City had that cartoony aesthetic in 2006. I imagine Aqua's going to do this. They've really got to pull it off. You got to be strong visually, costuming, and then of course the set. This one, it could do really, really great things for them. But on the flip side, they've got to go full bore, or I don't think that they're going to get much out of it. Quaker City's Roundup. My thought is words matter. Roundup. It makes me think they're doing like a the big cowboy hats, the big, again, cartoony look, kind of a childish take on cowboys. That's what the word Roundup reminds me of. But again, cowboys, we see it very often. Fralinger, they're doing Halloween Town, Nightmare Before Christmas. I appreciate the fact they're doing something different. I do worry a little bit because there's so much content to pull from with this theme. They've got to narrow it down. And we see this with string bands year after year. And I keep doing this. You've got to stick to your theme thread. You can't go off of that. Hot take here, but Fralinger's been one of those bands since string bands came back after the year off. Since 2022, Fralinger they could have won this parade 3 or 4 times, but they've kind of defeated themselves. You can't stray. You've got to be direct. You've got to be in the judges' faces. You've got to let them know what the hell you're doing. And Fralinger tends to it just, even if it's once or twice, they get off of that, and the attention it goes. I want Fralinger to let's go, but done right, this theme could be a very, very strong theme. When I write shows, I worry about dead air. I don't want 1 second of dead air. This is the type of theme that makes me feel like the intro could be dead air. I hope they get right to it. I hope they get right into it. No wasted time. As I like to say, kick the judges in the chest. I want to see some damage done with this theme. South Philadelphia, finally, thank you. South Philadelphia String Band. For the first time in a long time, I am excited to see a show. They are going to get points. Excuse me 1 second. they are going to get points for creativity of concept alone. Snafu Symphony. I'm expecting a lot of things to be blown up here. Huge set. South Philly's prop driven anyway. But I got to say, I'm stoked to see this show. I cannot wait to see this one. And then Uptown finishes off the parade with Arctic Adventure. Uptown loves their confetti, so I'm sure that they are stocking up on white confetti already. I've got my... I'm not going to show them. I'm going to put this in an envelope. I'm going to pull this out on New Year's Eve. But I've got my predictions already. Like I said yesterday in my video, it's with the pod system and going by what bands do trend-wise. If you're able to recognize patterns, you're able to pretty much predict the following year's parade. Also, the judges have told you, if you go to symposiums, the judging symposiums, and you listen to what they're telling you, they tell you what the deal is. So I've got my predictions already. I'm going to fold them up, put them in an envelope, and on New Year's Eve, or maybe at some point after Christmas, I'm going to pull them out, and I will share them with you. I've got it dated March 1st, 2026. So we'll see if I'm close. I'd love to see your predictions even now in March. What do you think of the shows? South Philly, I think, is, well, you can hear my front runner right now. I think South Philly is, concept-wise, far ahead of the rest. So, we'll see what happens in a few months from now. I just hope these bands start to dig deeper and really put a lot of development work into things. And a big trend that we see in string bands is ideas not being finished. The bands that start to do this are going to be rewarded. It's there's a lot of start and go. You're putting your foot on the gas and letting go. Putting your foot on your gas, letting it go. You've got to complete it's like reading. You start your sentence. You've got to complete the sentence, write the full paragraph, fill the full chapter, and finish the book. You can't just stop and go. Once the bands that decide to start full development of show, they will start to rise up. So there are some good ones in here. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.